Hi there, Mark here. Got Alfie on the camera.
Hello.
Today, an exciting day. Going to unbox my new XV-01 Lancia Delta Integrale. Now, I've been looking for another Tamiya rally car for a while. I love their rally cars. I love the detail that they've got in the bodies. So, Lancia Delta, classic car. It's iconic, and I was looking around. You can get it in TT02. So I looked at that, but it's not really an off-road chassis. It's not a rally chassis. So looks a bit further, and I found this one. That it's hard to get these in the UK, but this is from Time Tunnel Models. Used them before. Great place. Good to deal with. So it got it for sale, but it was twice the price of a TT02. But then I started looking at the specs, and I found that this is so much more of an off-road rally car, better specs than the TT02 I could ever get to be, even if I tried all the upgrades on it. So we'll go through it. I'll go through the differences as we unbox it between this and the TT02. You could decide yourself if you're interested in one of the two kits, whether you think this one's the one for you or not. So here we go. Always a bit difficult to get these boxes
tight fitting in there.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look what we've got.
So it comes with the shell and the stickers in.
Oh, you get everything with this. You can get, I think, the chassis kit on its own without the shell, but this one, yeah, I've got this one with the Lancia Delta, which, as I say, it's an iconic car. I remember seeing this thing in rallies and thinking, wow, I want one of those. So now I've got one.
Your own little one.
It's only a little one, but hey, it's a Lancia Delta, so there you go, there's the shell. One thing about the shell, I've noticed, the little difference here, Tamiya have nicely cut out the wheel arches for us.
Ah,
it's cool, isn't
that's
it?
That's good.
It's one of the most trickiest parts to do when you're cutting it out, so that's a nice little feature. Glad they've done that.
Is this one of their newer models then?
I think it is, yeah, it's quite a new one. So there we go, we've got a set of the four wheels, as I usually do. If I'm doing my unboxing, I'm going to unbox it properly and take it all out. So there's the four Lancia wheels. We've got next. We'll go through the plastic parts first, and then we'll go through the other bags. So this looks like body posts. We've got there, kind of front bumper, I think. I don't know what that bit is.
Did it have a foam?
There is a foam, yeah. This might be the back. I'm not sure. We'll see. And this is obviously some the pinion covers there.
Bumpers are usually quite easy to modify anyway, aren't they?
That's right.
You need to.
Oh my gosh, there's lots of parts here. You certainly get a lot for your money. That's why it's quite expensive. We've got loads and loads of spacers there. Can you see off?
Yeah.
Two sets, spacers everywhere. Look like the wheel hexes. Maybe for the shock buttons, we'll find out. One of them has already come off there. Look, not to lose that. Whoa! We've got the aerial tube. Which I will be using.
Probably need quite a few of them, won't we?
Yeah.
The way we roll them over.
Break them a lot. Okay, there's the next plastic tree again. Looks like some steering parts. These look like the shock mounts thereof. I will lay them out like this, and then we'll put them to the side when we get the other metal parts bags out. Okay, there's one feature that I did like on this one. Looks, and here they are. We've got kind of mud guards, like wheel covers, to stop all the grit and dirt going up inside the shell, so that's quite a good feature. Yeah. And then we've got covers for the ESC and the radio gear. And there's another cover, that's for the belt drive. That's another big performance part that's put on this kit. So the front to rear wheel drive isn't done by a shaft, it's done by a tough belt, which hopefully we'll see in a bit.
So that means it carries more energy and loses less, doesn't it?
Exactly, Alf, that's a good point. Using the belt drive, you reduce the loss that you would normally get through going through bevel gears, because when you transfer the power through 90 degrees, you lose quite a bit of power. Yeah. So, and you don't get that loss with the belt. So yeah, and here's the chassis. This is pretty solid, Alf.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see this, but this isn't like the normal. In fact, I'm not sure it's the normal Tamiya plastics. I did read somewhere that some of the parts are carbon reinforced. This is solid, I tell you. That, yeah, That's an impressive chassis there, I like that. Okay, what else we got? Oh, here we go. Here's that tooth belt. So I won't take it out of there because this is to protect it, it's holding it flat. But these are the teeth, and that will take the drive from the front gearbox or front differential to the rear, down the centre of the car.
Is it front or rear wheel drive?
There's 4-wheel drive, Alf.
Four.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, unusually for one of these, for a 4-wheel drive car, the motor sits at the front, but we'll look at that as well in a bit. Okay, what else we got? We've got bags galore here, mate, so here we go. Right. These, again, some have become detached. These look like maybe the diff mounts, the diff housings. I think that's what these might be. The interesting thing about these, another one of the performance things that I liked, is that the diffs sit in their own housings and they are oil filled. So they're sealed with O-rings and gaskets. So that should really prolong the life of the differentials, which is, and again, something you really can't do on a TT-02. So that's another nice.
That's what you want, isn't it? You don't want to have to keep replacing parts all the time.
Exactly, because we have wore ours out on Neo Scorchers a couple of times.
It's a pain having to take it all apart and redo it.
Exactly, so here we go. Right, battery cover. This battery mounts from the underside, so yeah, that'll slot in there, so you don't have to take the shell off to change the battery, although you do have to take 2 screws out. But I think they're captive so they don't fall out, you won't lose the screws, so that's a nice feature, like that. Some more mounts here. I think this is a suspension, or I'm not sure what these are. This might be to do with the steering. Oh, again, another feature of, I didn't mention before, the whole thing is ball raced. So all the gearbox internals, the diffs, the wheels, and even, would you believe, on a Tamiya, the steering. It's got ball bearings. All that slop that we've got in our TT-02Bs, hopefully that will be gone with this, which again, very solid. This might be reinforced plastic as well, I'm not sure, but looks really well made, mate. Really well made.
There won't be many snapping parts.
We probably can manage that.
Well.
Actually. Right, what we got here? This is the last plastics bag, I think. Well, for the chassis anyway. Right. I think, yeah, these are the diff internals. These are plastic. You can get metal hop-ups, but I'm not going to go mad with the motor on this. In fact, I'm going to run it with a stock can at first, so just see how it goes. But later, if I want to upgrade, I could change these to metal parts. But being oil filled, they should last a lot better than a standard Tamiya will. So we've got the steering knuckles. We've got bags here. These are suspension parts. Get this over. Okay. See these, put these against the white. Yeah, these are definitely the suspension parts for the oil filled shocks. Again, you don't get those with the TT-02. And again, shock bodies, we'll leave those in there. We've got the steering components by the look of it. These look like some more steering components. And we've got the wishbones. Now, on this as well, again, another difference going on about the TT-02. Difference being that we've just got the plastic lower suspension arms, wishbones as I call them. The top ones are fully turnbuckled, so we've got metal turnbuckles for the top wishbone mounts. Again, another performance advantage. We can adjust the camber of the wheels with those, and those are definitely the seals for the steering. And, I would say, I could be wrong, say definitely, but I could be wrong. I should think that's what this will be, because these will be for the steering arms. Again, very solid plastic. Let's hope it doesn't snap. Okay, right. Set of tyres. With the wheels over there. These are the rally blocks. Again, TT-02 doesn't come with rally blocks, and I want to run mine off road. So these are exactly what I want. I've read good reviews about these, so hopefully they'll be great for running on dirt and gravel.
Are they tough or soft?
They're quite soft, Alf. They look quite good.
You reckon that'll help them then?
It should be good.
Is that better?
It should be better, a bit softer off-road. We've got foam inserts. Okay. I'm not mad on these things. They're difficult to get in properly, but we'll give them a go anyway. We'll see on the build. Right. We've got a nice chrome grille, and these are the mirror parts. I think that's the little spoiler for the back of the shell, so that goes with the shell.
I think you could recognise that grill anywhere, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's iconic.
Iconic Lancia grille. Right then, here we go with the parts bags. Let's have a look. There's the motor, I can see. Right, there's the front bumper. But I have read as well you need to trim this down to fit behind the Lancia shell. So that'll be fun. Put it with the shell. Okay. Right, so, my gosh. Don't know what gears those are for. No, not sure what those are for. They're plastic gears anyway. Right, we've got a silver can motor. And would you believe, it's not the matte finish. So this is, yeah, it's a Johnson. That's unusual. Every other Tamiya I've had comes with a Marbucci stock motor, so I don't know why they put the Johnson in this. Anyway, we'll find out.
Could be faster, couldn't it?
Yeah, well, I think I've read that it's got more torque, but it isn't faster, but it's got more torque. We've got body pins there. Got bag E. Lots of screws in there. It looks like some turnbuckle parts. Bag D. Got the springs. We've got metal dog bones. And we've got lots of ball joints in there. And these will be for the turnbuckles, I would think. Yeah, there's the turnbuckle ends. And again, lots and lots of pins. Oh, that's one thing I've noticed. I'll just open this up quickly. Let's get the scissors off. Another thing I liked about this is that a lot of the suspension pivots are actually these metal pins. They're not screws, which is a good thing because screws tend to come undone. So I like that. There's lots of metal pins as opposed to screws, so that's cool. There's lots of them in there, as you can see. Now this was bag D, so we don't get it all messed up, I'm going to put it in there. Otherwise I'm going to get confused when I try and build it. Those are for your turnbuckles off. Okay. And put the springs in there as well. So yeah, that's bag D. Bag C, again. Oh my gosh, let's have a look. So these are a lot more of the turnbuckle things. We've got sort of drive shafts and the drive cups there. Lots of bearings, metal bearings, thank goodness. No bushings at all in this kit, you'll be glad to hear. There's screws, more of those pivot shafts or pins. And again, those are the turnbuckle things, like you can see there with the, you see that, Alf?
Yeah.
So you can adjust those with the spanner, which you actually get as well, without having to take the turnbuckle off. Okay, so that was bag C. Get those parts in there. I need to keep the bags together so I know which parts, when I come to put it together, which parts I need.
Could be a disaster otherwise.
Otherwise, yeah, it could be a real pain. Okay, I'll leave bag B. In there, again, more bearings and screws.
They're quite tricky to put together, these cars are, aren't they, sometimes?
Well, if you lost the manual, I think you'd be in big trouble, Alf.
Yeah. But it is enjoyable to do, isn't it?
What I really enjoyed is one of my favourite parts is building. Oh my gosh, here we go. So these look like, yeah, these are the diff housings, look, the diff cases. So differential gears will go in there. As I say, they're all, oh yeah, there's some bungs there. I don't know what they're for. We've got the gaskets, which will be for sealing up these units, keeping the oil in. There's the pinion. And another performance enhancer, we've got a lovely aluminium motor mount. and as you notice there, Alfie, we've got the slots, so you can adjust it for lots and lots of different size pinion teeth.
Yeah.
That's really good, I like that. There's the pinion that comes with it. I'm not sure what size that one is. Let's have a quick look. It's a 22. I think you can go up to a 27 on this if you want to gear up. Oh, look at these lovely ball bearings. And some more. These are the output shafts, I think, from the differentials. Lovely. And more screws and rods. So they're going to go in another pot for part A, bag A. We're nearly there now, guys, so bear with me. One bag left to open.
It's a lot, isn't it? So that's
Quite
what
a
you're
lot.
getting.
Right, this is the last one. So these are different tapes and foams and seals. I think there's lots of seals that go on the turnbuckle to stop the dirt getting in. Little tool bag, more screws, nice, quite a good sized damper roll. This is hard, you notice there. And I know that this goes in the differentials as well. This is the oil you put in the differentials, so we're using silicone damper oil for the differential gears.
Do you reckon that'll be enough? Because Tamiya can be a bit stingy,
Well,
aren't they?
it should be just enough now, but it will be just. But I've got another bottle of hard damper oil anyway, so if I run out. We've got nice ceramic grease there, and some ordinary grease, and a big clip. So there we go. What do we have left then? Right, sticker pack. Oh my gosh, there's lots of stickers, and you have to cut these out with a pair of scissors or a knife. So this is going to be a nightmare. There's lots and lots of tiny little stickers there.
Yeah.
Can you see these? Look at those, Alf. Those are the front grille. I'll just show you on the shell. Here we go.
I usually find this.
Can you see all those?
One of the best bits, but you don't know about this.
You've got to cut all those out individually and stick them in those little recesses. That's going to be a nightmare. Oh, fun. And I have heard from other people who've built these that putting the lovely martini stickers around the wheel arches is nigh on impossible. But hey, we'll find out. Mask for the windows, which is cool. I like to have. I don't like those kind of tinted looking stickers they put on, so that's good. It's got clear windows, so I might look at putting a driver set in there eventually. We've got the instructions on how to spray it and cut it out, and the good old manual. Love Tamiya manuals, they're brilliant. Basically each step tells you exactly which parts you need and then how to assemble them, and everything is one-to-one real size, so you can compare your components up against these at the side and they will be exactly the same size, which is a real bonus.
It's a clever system, isn't it? Haven't they kept it pretty much the same?
It's been like it for years.
Yeah.
Since I started in '86, mate, it's been exactly the same. Beautiful manuals, beautifully laid out, and yeah, you can't really go wrong. Just follow it by the letter, he says. We'll find out. So we'll find out, because I'm going to be doing a build series on this, and obviously a first run. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you want to see more, you could subscribe, hit the bell, and follow the rest of the series through. Thanks for having us, mate.